Close your eyes now and let the world outside begin to fade. The noise of the day, the rush of seconds, the weight of every tick and talk, it all starts to soften like a melody played in reverse. You are stepping into a place where time doesn't push you forward. Instead, it cradles you, holds you gently, lets you float in the quiet between breaths. This is the chamber of suspended moments, a space where the air itself feels different. It's cool, but not cold, more like the first sip of water on a warm afternoon, smooth and just heavy enough to remind you that you're here, fully present. The walls around you aren't solid like stone or wood. They're translucent, almost alive, shifting like the surface of a calm lake when a pebble drops in. But no pebble falls here. The ripples come from something deeper, something unseen, like the echo of a heartbeat you can't quite hear, but can feel in your bones. Listen. Can you hear it? That distant thrum, low and steady, like the hum of a giant engine far below the earth. It's not loud, not intrusive, just there. A constant reminder that something vast is holding you, keeping you safe. This sound isn't just noise. It's the rhythm of this place, the pulse of the chamber, and it's slowing your own heartbeat to match its pace. Now, notice how your body moves, or rather, how it doesn't. Every step you take leaves a faint glow behind you, like a trail of stardust. But the glow doesn't vanish quickly. It lingers, swirling in the air, as if time itself is giving you permission to pause, to savor the moment before it dissolves. This is what it means to be suspended, not frozen, not stuck, but gently held in the space between one breath and the next. The air here is thick, but not in a way that makes it hard to breathe. It's more like swimming through warm honey, where every movement is slow, deliberate, and effortless. You don't fight the current. You let it carry you, cradling you as you drift. And as you drift, your thoughts begin to slow too. They don't race ahead. Don't cling to worries or plans. They simply float, weightless, until they dissolve into the hum, like sugar melting into tea. This is the gift of the chamber, a place where time doesn't demand anything from you. No deadlines, no urgency, no need to rush. Here, a single breath can stretch into an eternity, and that's okay. Because in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be, safe, held, and perfectly still. Now let's settle deeper. Feel the weight of your body against whatever supports you, whether it's a chair, a bed, or the floor beneath you. Let that weight sink just a little more, as if gravity itself is pulling you gently downward, but not in a way that feels heavy. More like being wrapped in a soft blanket where every muscle can finally let go. Your shoulders soften, your jaw unclenches, your hands relax. And as they do, the hum around you seems to grow just a little louder, just a little more present. This hum isn't just sound. It's a frequency, a vibration that moves through you, through the air, through the very walls of this place. And today, that frequency is 432 hertz. A sound that doesn't just fill the room. It fills you, resonating in your chest, your ribs, the spaces between your bones. It's the sound of harmony, of balance, of everything settling into its rightful place. As the frequency moves through you, notice how it interacts with your breath. With every inhale, the sound seems to rise, like a wave pulling back from the shore. And with every exhale, it crests, washing over you, carrying away anything that doesn't belong. Tension, stress, the weight of yesterday's thoughts, all of it dissolves into the hum, leaving you lighter, freer. This is the power of 432 hertz. A sound that doesn't just relax you. It heals you from the inside out. Now, let's focus on the walls again. They're not just rippling. They're breathing. In and out, in perfect sync with the hum, with your breath, with the slow, steady beat of your heart. And as they breathe, they change. The translucent surface shifts colors, like sunlight filtering through water. Soft blues, gentle greens, warm ambers, all blending together in a slow, hypnotic dance. These colors aren't just pretty. They're soothing, calming, like a visual lullaby for your mind. Imagine now that you can reach out and touch the wall. Your fingers brush against the surface, and it yields slightly, like touching the skin of a soap bubble. But it doesn't pop. It ripples, sending waves of color outward, like rings on a pond. And as those waves spread, they carry your touch with them, as if the entire chamber is responding to you. This is your space now, a place where you are seen, heard, and held. let's go deeper still. Imagine that the floor beneath you isn't solid either. It's soft like a cloud, or a bed of moss, or the surface of a calm sea at dawn. You could sink into it if you wanted to, but you don't have to. You can just lie there, suspended, weightless, as the hum and the colors and the slow, steady breath of the walls cradle you. This is what relaxation feels like. Not just the absence of stress, but the presence of peace. Now, let's focus on your breath again. Not to control it, not to change it, but simply to notice it. The way the air moves in through your nose, cool and fresh. The way it fills your lungs, expanding your chest, your ribs, your belly. And then the way it leaves, warm and slow, carrying with it anything you no longer need. With every exhale, you sink just a little deeper into this moment, this space, this peace. And with every inhale, you draw in the hum, the colors, the safety of this place. This is the chamber of suspended moments, a place where time doesn't rush you, where thoughts don't demand your attention, where your body doesn't ache, your mind doesn't race, and your heart doesn't hurry. Here you are allowed to simply be, to exist, to breathe, to drift. And as you do, the hum around you grows softer, deeper, more enveloping. Now, let's imagine that the hum isn't just a sound. It's a presence, something vast and gentle, like the ocean or the sky, holding you in its embrace. You can't see it, but you can feel it. Warm, steady, unshakable. This presence doesn't judge you, doesn't rush you, doesn't ask anything of you. It simply is, and in its being, it reminds you that you are safe, you are held, you are exactly where you need to be. Let's take another breath together. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs with the cool, honey, thick air of the chamber. Hold it for just a moment, savoring the stillness. And then exhale slowly, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. With every breath, you sink deeper, relax further, drift closer to the heart of this place. The walls breathe with you, the colors shift with you, the hum resonates within you. Now, imagine that the chamber isn't just around you. It's within you. Your body is its own chamber of suspended moments. Every cell, every muscle, every breath is a part of this space, this peace, this stillness. And as you realize this, the hum grows louder, more present, more enveloping. It's not just around you anymore. It's within you, vibrating through your bones, your blood, your very being. This is the power of 432 hertz, a frequency that doesn't just relax you. It aligns you, harmonizes you, brings you back to your natural state of balance. It's the sound of your body remembering what it feels like to be at peace. And as it moves through you, you begin to remember too. Not just in your mind, but in your bones, your breath, your heartbeat. Now, let's focus on your hands. Feel the weight of them resting wherever they are, on your lap, by your sides, or cradled against your chest. Notice the temperature of your skin, the texture of your fingers, the gentle rise and fall of your breath moving through them. And as you notice, imagine that your hands are glowing faintly, like the trails you leave when you move in this place. A soft, warm light, pulsing in time with the hum, with your breath, with the slow, steady beat of your heart. This light isn't just pretty. It's a sign, a reminder that you are here, you are present, you are safe. Now, let's shift our focus to your feet. Feel the weight of them against the floor, the softness of whatever supports them. Notice the temperature of your skin, the way your toes might curl slightly, the way your breath moves through your legs. And as you notice, imagine that your feet are glowing too, just like your hands. A soft, warm light, pulsing in time with the hum, with your breath, with the slow, steady beat of your heart. This light connects you to the ground, to the chamber, to the safety of this place. Now, let's bring our attention to your chest. Feel the rise and fall of your breath, the steady beat of your heart. Notice how the hum resonates here, vibrating through your ribs, your lungs, your very core. And as you notice, imagine that your chest is glowing too, a soft, warm light that pulses with every breath, every heartbeat. This light is your center, your anchor, your reminder that you are safe, you are held, you are exactly where you need to be. And as it glows, the hum grows softer, deeper, more enveloping, pulling you further into this moment, this peace, this stillness. Now, let's imagine that the glow from your hands, your feet, your chest is spreading. Slowly, gently, like ink in water. It moves through your arms, your legs, your torso. It fills your shoulders, your neck, your face, until until your entire body is bathed in this soft, warm light. And as it spreads, the hum grows louder, more present, more enveloping. It's not just around you anymore. It's within you, vibrating through every cell, every breath, every heartbeat. This light is your connection to the chamber, to the hum, to the colors, to the slow, steady breath of the walls. It's a reminder that you are safe, you are held, you are exactly where you need to be. And as it glows, the world outside fades further and further away, leaving you here in this moment, in this peace, in this stillness. No past, no future, just now. Now, let's imagine that the glow isn't just within you. It's around you too. A soft, warm bubble of light, pulsing in time with the hum, with your breath, with the slow, steady beat of your heart. This bubble is your sanctuary, your safe space, your reminder that nothing can reach you here. Not stress, not worry, not the weight of the world. Just you, the hum, the colors, the peace. And as you sit within this bubble, notice how the hum begins to change. It's not just a sound anymore. It's a voice, a whisper, a gentle reminder that you are safe, you are held, you are exactly where you need to be. It doesn't speak in words. It speaks in sensations, in warmth, in the slow, steady rhythm of your breath. And as it speaks, you listen, sinking deeper, relaxing further, drifting closer to the heart of this place. Now, let's imagine that the bubble of light around you is expanding. Slowly, gently, it grows larger, filling the chamber, filling the space around you. And as it expands, the hum grows softer, deeper, more enveloping. It's not just a sound anymore. It's a presence, a vast and gentle ocean of peace, holding you, cradling you, reminding you that you are safe. Sela's Bloom's voice drifts into the quiet like a feather settling onto still water. You are here, not arriving, not leaving, simply here. The chamber of suspended moments breathes around you. Its walls are not walls at all. They are membranes, thin, translucent, pulsing faintly with the rhythm of something ancient and kind. You do not walk. You do not step. You float, weightless, as if gravity itself has forgotten its name. The air is thick, not heavy, but full, like warm honey poured into your lungs. Each breath is slow, deliberate, a sip of golden light. Your fingers brush the nearest wall. It yields, not like water, not like silk, but like the surface of a dream just before waking. Cool to the touch, slightly damp, as if the membrane itself is breathing with you. A ripple spreads from your touch, not outward, but inward, as if the wall is drinking the pressure of your fingers. The ripple glows faintly, a soft blue, like moonlight on still water, and then it fades, not gone, but absorbed into the hum. The hum, you have always known it, even before you had words for it. It is the resonance of safety, the anchor that holds the world together. Not a sound you hear with your ears, but a vibration you feel in the center of your chest, like the purr of a cat curled against your ribs. Close your eyes, not to shut out the world, but to let it in deeper. The darkness behind your eyelids is not empty. It is full, velvet, warm, alive, and the hum is louder here, not because it grows, but because you are listening with your whole body. Your breath slows. Each inhale is a wave, rolling in from the horizon of your ribs, filling you, not just your lungs, but your belly, your thighs, the soles of your feet. The air is cool as it enters, but by the time it reaches your toes, it is warm, like sunlight on bare skin. The exhale is longer, a slow unraveling, like a thread of smoke rising from a candle. You do not push the air out. It leaves on its own, gentle, patient, as if it knows it will return. And with each exhale, the hum grows clearer, not louder, but more present, like a hand resting on your shoulder. Your body is not yours, not in the way you thought. It is not a machine, not a vessel. It is a current, a river of sensation flowing through you, and you are both the river and the one floating upon it. The air shifts, not because it moves, but because you notice it. It is slightly viscous, like swimming through warm water, but without the resistance, without the effort, just the sensation of being held, supported, cradled. Your fingers drift upward, not because you command them, but because they remember how. They rise, slow, like seaweed swaying in a gentle tide. The air parts around them, not with a splash, but with a whisper, a soft sigh, and your skin tingles, not with cold, but with the faintest brush of unseen fingers. The hum deepens. It is not a single note, but a chord, a harmony of 432 hertz and 40 hertz, and something older, something that lives in the bones of the earth. It vibrates in your sternum, not shaking you, but steadying you, like the heartbeat of a sleeping giant. You realize you are not alone, not in the way of other people, but in the way of the hum, the way of the walls, the way of the air. You are part of something vast, and it is part of you, not separate, not distant, but woven together, like threads in a tapestry. Your thoughts slow, not because you are tired, but because they are no longer necessary. They drift like leaves on a pond, each one rippling the surface, then dissolving, not gone, but transformed into the hum. The light shifts, not because the sun moves, but because your eyes adjust. The walls glow faintly, not with fire, but with a soft luminescence, like moonlight on snow. And the glow pulses, not in time with your heartbeat, but in time with the hum, as if the chamber itself is breathing. Your body relaxes, not because you command it, but because it remembers how. Your shoulders soften, not dropping, but melting, like wax in warm hands. Your jaw unclenches, not because you notice it, but because it was never meant to be clenched. Your breath deepens, not because you take deeper breaths, but because the air is easier to breathe. The hum changes, not in pitch, not in volume, but in texture. It becomes richer, like honey poured over warm bread, and it vibrates in your bones, not shaking them, but reminding them of their strength. Your spine straightens, not because you sit up, but because it remembers its shape, like a flower turning toward the sun. You notice the trails, not because they are new, but because you are ready to see them. Every movement you make, every shift of weight, every breath leaves a faint glow in the air, like the wake of a boat on still water. The trails linger, not because they are stuck, but because time moves differently here. They dissolve, not into nothing, but into the hum. Your fingers trace one of the trails, not because you reach for it, but because it calls to you. The glow clings to your skin, not like paint, but like a memory. Cool, tingling, and then it fades, not gone, but absorbed into your fingertips. The hum deepens again. It is not a sound, not a vibration, but a presence, like the weight of a loved one's hand on your shoulder. You do not hear it. You feel it in your chest, in your belly, in the spaces between your bones. It is the anchor, the resonance that holds you, the reminder that you have always been safe. Your breath slows further. Each inhale is a question. Each exhale is an answer. The air is cooler now, not cold, but refreshing, like the first sip of water after a long sleep. It fills you, not just your lungs, but your whole being. And with each breath, the hum becomes clearer, not because it changes, but because you are listening. The walls shift, not because they move, but because you notice their texture. They are not smooth, not rough, but alive, like the skin of a fruit, yielding, responsive. When you press your palm against one, it dimples, not like jelly, but like a living thing. And the dimple glows, a soft gold, like sunlight through leaves. The glow spreads, not outward, but inward, into your hand, up your arm, a warm tingling, not like pins and needles, but like the first stretch after a long rest. Your fingers tingle, not with numbness, but with aliveness, and the hum vibrates in your bones, not shaking them, but reminding them of their strength. You realize you are not floating, not in the way of defying gravity, but in the way of being held. The air is not empty. It is full, like the embrace of a trusted friend. You do not need to struggle. You do not need to fight. You are exactly where you are meant to be, exactly as you are. The hum changes again. It is not a single note, but a chorus, a harmony of voices, not singing, but resonating, and the resonance fills you, not like water in a glass, but like light in a prism. It bends, it shifts, it becomes part of you. Your thoughts slow to a trickle, not because they are gone, but because they are no longer needed. They drift like clouds in a summer sky, each one soft, each one fleeting. The air around you is not air at all. It is a slow, thick, golden syrup of sound, and you are suspended within it, not falling, not rising, simply being held. Your breath does not move in and out. It simply is a single, endless wave of warmth. The inside of your chest feels like the softest velvet, brushed by a feather of 432 hertz. Each fiber of that velvet hums just below the threshold of hearing. But you feel it in the quiet space behind your eyes. The vibration is not something you hear. It is something you become. Your bones, your blood, the tiny spaces between your cells, all of them resonate like a crystal glass when the perfect note is sung. But this note is not sung by anyone. It is sung by everything. Your fingers do not need to move. But if you could, if you wanted to, you would feel the air resist. Not like wind, but like honey, thick, warm, golden honey, and your fingertips would leave tiny ripples, like stones dropped into a pool of light. The light around you is not bright. It is soft, like the glow of a candle seen through closed eyelids. But it is not a candle. It is the vibration itself, made visible, and it pulses, not with the rhythm of a heart, but with the rhythm of the universe. Slow, deep, endless. You do not have a body, not in the way you once thought. Your body is now a field of sensation, a landscape of warmth and weight. Your shoulders feel heavy, but not in a way that tires you, in a way that roots you, like a tree sinking its roots into rich, dark, nourishing earth. Your breath is not yours. It is the breath of the vibration, and it breathes you in and out in a cycle that has no beginning and no end. With each inhale, the golden syrup of sound thickens just a little, and with each exhale, it thins just enough to let you sink deeper. Your mind is not quiet. It is not noisy either. It is simply filled with the vibration, like a room filled with the hum of a single, perfect note. And that note is not just sound. It is color. It is texture. It is the softest touch on the back of your neck. You do not need to think. But if you do, your thoughts are not words. They are sensations, like the warmth of sunlight on your skin, or the gentle pressure of a hand resting on your shoulder. And those sensations do not demand anything. They simply are, like the vibration. The vibration is not just around you. It is within you, and it is you. Your bones hum with it. Your blood flows with it. Your breath moves with it. And the more you listen, the more you realize that you are not listening to it. You are it. Your hands do not need to be still. But if they move through the golden syrup. And the syrup parts like water, but thicker, richer, and your fingers leave trails of light, trails that do not fade, but linger like the afterimage of a star. Your eyes are closed, but you see, not with your eyes, but with the vibration. And what you see is not shapes, not colors, but patterns of warmth, patterns of pressure, patterns that shift and change, like clouds in a summer sky. You do not need to speak. But if you did, your voice would not be yours. It would be the vibration. And the words would not be words. They would be sensations, like the touch of a breeze or the sound of distant chimes. And those sensations would ripple outward like stones in a pond. The vibration is not just sound. It is the space between sounds, the silence that holds them. And that silence is not empty. It is full of potential, full of warmth, full of you. Your body is not heavy, but it is not light either. It is simply present, like a stone at the bottom of a river, not struggling, not resisting, just being, held by the current, held by the vibration. You do not need to remember. But if you did, your memories would not be stories. They would be sensations, like the taste of honey on your tongue, or the sound of rain on a tin roof. And those sensations would not be in the past. They would be here, now, in the vibration. The vibration is not just in this moment. It is in all moments, past, present, future, and you are not separate from any of them. You are the thread that weaves them together, the vibration that connects them, the warmth that fills them. Your breath is not shallow, but it is not deep either. It is simply enough, like the perfect amount of water in a glass. Not too much, not too little, just enough to quench the thirst of the vibration, just enough to let you sink deeper. You do not need to do anything, but if you wanted to, you could let your awareness drift, like a leaf on a slow, gentle river. And that river is the vibration, and it carries you, not to a destination, but deeper into the warmth. Your hands are not clenched, but they are not open either. They are simply resting, like two small boats floating on the surface of the golden syrup. And if you wanted to, you could let them drift, let them be carried by the current, let them be held by the vibration. The vibration is not just around you. It is the space between the atoms of your body, the tiny gaps where nothing seems to be. everything is. And those gaps are not empty. They are filled with the vibration, filled with warmth, filled with you. Your mind is not racing, but it is not still either. It is simply moving, like a slow, deep ocean current. And that current is the vibration, and it carries your thoughts, not as words, but as sensations, as warmth, as pressure. You do not need to hold on. But if you did, you would find nothing to grasp, because the vibration is not something to hold. It is something to be. And you are already being it, already sinking into it, already becoming it. Your breath is not fast, but it is not slow either. It is simply in rhythm with the vibration, with the universe, with the endless, slow pulse of existence. You do not need to understand. But if you did, your understanding would not be in words. It would be in sensation, like the warmth of a fire on a cold night, or the softness of a blanket wrapped around you. And that sensation would not be separate from you. It would be you. It would be the vibration. The vibration is not just sound. It is the fabric of existence, the thread that weaves everything together. And you are not separate from that fabric. You are a part of it, a thread in the tapestry, a note in the symphony, a drop in the ocean. Your body is not tense, but it is not relaxed either. It is simply present, like a mountain, not moving, not resisting, just being, held by the earth, held by the vibration. You do not need to go anywhere. But if you did, you would not move through space. You would move through vibration, through warmth, through sensation. And that movement would not be a journey. It would be a deepening, a sinking, a becoming. Your hands are not cold, but they are not warm either. They are simply at peace, like two small islands floating in a sea of golden syrup. And that sea is the vibration, and it holds them gently, effortlessly. The vibration is not just in this room. It is in every room, every space, every moment, and you are not separate from any of it. You are the vibration. You are the warmth. You are the sensation. You are the endless, slow pulse of existence. And now, as the words begin to slow, as the rhythm of this voice grows softer, you can feel the edges of your awareness starting to dissolve, like sugar in warm tea, melting into something sweeter, something deeper, something that doesn't need words to exist. The resonance you've been hearing, the hum that's been carrying you, it doesn't need your attention to keep working. It doesn't need you to try. It simply is, like the steady beat of your own heart, like the quiet rise and fall of your breath, something you can trust, something you can let go into. You've done nothing wrong by listening, by letting yourself sink into this space, by allowing the weight of your body to be held by the surface beneath you, by letting your mind drift where it needs to go, without force, without effort, just floating, just being. And as the words fade, as the silence grows, the healing doesn't stop. The peace doesn't disappear. It simply becomes part of you, like the quiet after a long sigh, like the stillness after a storm has passed, like the warmth that lingers after a fire has burned low. The images that came to you, the colors, the sensations, they were never the point. They were just signposts, gentle guides leading you back to yourself, back to the part of you that already knows how to rest, how to heal, how to simply be. And now, as the words grow softer still, as the space between them stretches, you can let your eyes close completely, if they haven't already, letting the darkness behind your eyelids become a soft blanket, a warm embrace, a place where nothing is asked of you, where nothing is expected, where you can just be exactly as you are. The resonance is still there, humming beneath the silence, working its way through your body, through your mind, through every cell that needs to remember what it feels like to be at peace, to be safe, to be held. And you don't need to do anything with it. You don't need to understand it. You don't even need to feel it consciously, because your body knows. Your nervous system knows. Your deepest self knows how to receive this, how to let it in, how to let it work. This peace you're feeling now, this quiet, this stillness, it isn't something you have to chase. It isn't something you have to earn. It's always been here, waiting for you to notice, waiting for you to let yourself sink into it, waiting for you to remember that you don't have to be anywhere else, that you don't have to do anything else, that you can just be here, now. And whenever you need this feeling again, whenever you want to return to this space, it will be here, like a favorite chair in a quiet corner, like a door that's always unlocked, like a memory that doesn't fade, but grows softer, deeper, more familiar with each visit. You don't have to hold on to it. You don't have to make it stay, because it's not going anywhere. It's part of you now, like the rhythm of your breath, like the warmth of your skin, like the quiet hum of your own being. And as the words fade into silence, as the resonance continues its work beneath the surface, you can let yourself drift, let yourself sink, let yourself be carried by the quiet, by the stillness, by the deep, gentle peace that is always here, always waiting, always yours. There's no need to listen closely now. No need to follow the words. No need to do anything at all, because the healing is already happening. The rest is already yours. The peace is already here. And if your mind wanders, if thoughts drift in like clouds across a summer sky, you can let them pass without judgment, without effort, knowing that they don't need to be held onto, that they don't need to be pushed away, that they can simply be like everything else in this space. The resonance is still with you, still working, still guiding you deeper, still reminding your body what it feels like to be safe, to be calm, to be at ease. And as the silence grows, as the words fade, you can let yourself sink even deeper. Let yourself be held even more completely. Let yourself rest, truly rest, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the deep, gentle peace that is always here. This is your space now, your time, your peace, and no one can take it from you. No one can rush you. No one can ask anything of you here. The resonance is still humming, still working, still weaving its way through your body, through your mind, through every part of you that needs to remember what it feels like to be whole, to be at rest, to be exactly where you need to be. And you don't need to do anything with it. You don't need to understand it. You don't even need to feel it, because it's already working, already healing, already reminding you that you are safe, that you are held, that you are enough, just as you are. So let the words fade. Let the silence grow. Let yourself sink. Let yourself rest. Let yourself be carried by the quiet, by the stillness, by the deep, gentle peace that is always here, always waiting, always yours. whenever you're ready to return to this feeling, whenever you want to sink back into this space. It will be here, like a soft bed on a quiet night, like a warm bath after a long day, like a favorite song that plays in the background of your mind, always familiar, always comforting, always yours. You don't have to remember how to get here. You don't have to try to find it, because it's already part of you, already woven into your bones, already waiting for you to let yourself sink back into it whenever you need it, whenever you want it. And as the words grow softer, as the silence grows deeper, you can let yourself drift, let yourself sink, let yourself be carried by the quiet, by the stillness, by the deep, gentle peace that is always here, always waiting, always yours. So let go now. Let yourself rest. Let the resonance do its work. Let the peace settle into your bones. Let the quiet hold you. Let the stillness carry you deeper and deeper into the soft, warm darkness where nothing is asked of you, where nothing is expected, where you can simply be exactly as you are. And as the last of the words fade away, as the silence wraps around you like a soft blanket, you can let yourself sink even deeper. Let yourself be held even more completely. Let yourself rest, truly rest, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the deep, gentle peace that is always here. The resonance is still with you, still humming, still working, still reminding your body what it feels like to be safe, to be calm, to be at ease, to be exactly where you need to be. And you don't need to do anything. You don't need to try. You don't even need to stay awake, because the healing doesn't stop when the words do. The peace doesn't disappear when the voice fades. It simply becomes part of you, like the quiet after a long sigh, like the warmth that lingers after a fire has burned low. So let yourself drift now. Let yourself sink. Let yourself be carried by the quiet, by the stillness, by the deep, gentle peace that is always here, always waiting, always yours. This is your time now, your space, your peace, and no one can take it from you. No one can rush you. No one can ask anything of you here. The resonance is still working, still weaving its way through your body, through your mind, through every part of you that needs to remember what it feels like to be whole, to be at rest, to be exactly where you need to be. And you don't need to do anything with it. You don't need to understand it. You don't even need to feel it, because it's already working, already healing, already reminding you that you are safe, that that you are held, that you are enough, just as you are. So let the words fade. Let the silence grow. Let yourself sink. Let yourself rest. Let yourself be carried by the quiet, by the stillness, by the deep, gentle peace that is always here, always waiting, always yours. And as the last of the words fade away, as the silence wraps around you like a soft embrace, you can let yourself sink even deeper. Let yourself be held even more completely. Let yourself rest, truly rest, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the deep, gentle peace that is always here. The resonance is still with you, still humming, still working, still reminding your body what it feels like to be safe, to be calm, to be at ease, to be exactly where you need to be. And you don't need to do anything. You don't need to try. You don't even need to stay awake, because the healing doesn't stop when the words do. The peace doesn't disappear when the voice fades. It simply becomes part of you, like the quiet after a long sigh, like the warmth that lingers after a fire has burned low. So let yourself drift now. Let yourself sink. Let yourself be carried by the quiet, by the stillness, by the deep, gentle peace that is always here, always waiting, always yours. This is your space now, your time, your peace, and no one can take it from you. No one can rush you. No one can ask anything of you here. The resonance is still working, still weaving its way through your body, through your mind, through every part of you that needs to remember what it feels like to be whole, to be at rest, to be exactly where you need to be. And you don't need to do anything with it. You don't need to understand it. You don't even need to feel it, because it's already working, already healing, already reminding you that you are safe, that you are held, that you are enough, just as you are. So let the words fade. Let the silence grow. Let yourself sink. Let yourself rest. Let yourself be carried by the quiet, by the stillness, by the deep, gentle peace that is always here. The deep, gentle peace that is always here, always waiting, always yours. And now, as the last of the words fade into the silence, as the resonance continues its work beneath the surface, you can let yourself sink even deeper. Let yourself be held even more completely. Let yourself rest, truly rest, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the deep, gentle peace that is always here. The healing doesn't stop when the words do. The peace doesn't disappear when the voice fades. It simply becomes part of you, like the quiet after a long sigh, like the warmth that lingers after a fire has burned low, like the soft darkness behind your eyelids, where nothing is asked of you, where nothing is expected, where you can simply be. And you don't need to do anything. You don't need to try. You don't even need to stay awake, because your body knows, your nervous system knows, your deepest self knows how to receive this, how to let it in, how to let it work. So let yourself drift now. Let yourself sink. Let yourself be carried by the quiet, by the stillness, by the deep, gentle peace that is always here, always waiting, always yours. This peace is yours now, this quiet, this stillness, and it will always be here, waiting for you whenever you need it, whenever you want to return to this feeling. Like a favorite blanket, like a door that's always unlocked, like a memory that doesn't fade, but grows softer, deeper, more familiar with each visit. And as the silence grows, as the words fade, you can let yourself sink even deeper. Let yourself be held even more completely. Let yourself rest, truly rest, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the deep, gentle peace that is always here. So let go now. Let yourself drift. Let the resonance do its work. Let the peace settle into your bones. Let the quiet hold you. Let the stillness carry you deeper and deeper into the soft, warm darkness, where nothing is asked of you, where nothing is expected, where you can simply be exactly as you are. And now, as the last of the words fade away, as the silence wraps around you like a soft embrace, you can let yourself sink even deeper. Let yourself be held even more completely. Let yourself rest, truly rest, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the deep, gentle peace that is always here. The resonance is still with you, still humming, still working, still reminding your body what it feels like to be safe, to be calm, to be at ease, to be exactly where you need to be. And you don't need to do anything. You don't need to try. You don't even need to stay awake, because the healing doesn't stop when the words do. The peace doesn't disappear when the voice fades. It simply becomes part of you, like the quiet after a long sigh, like the warmth that lingers after a fire has burned low. So let yourself drift now. Let yourself sink. Let yourself be carried by the quiet, by the stillness, by the deep, gentle peace that is always here, always waiting, always yours. this is your space now, your time, your peace, and no one can take it from you. No one can rush you. No one can ask anything of you here. The resonance is still working, still weaving its way through your body, through your mind, through every part of you that needs to remember what it feels like to be whole, to be at rest, to be exactly where you need to be. And you don't need to do anything with it. You don't need to understand it. You don't even need to feel it, because it's already working, already healing, already reminding you that you are safe, that you are held, that you are enough, just as you are. So let the words fade. Let the silence grow. Let yourself sink. Let yourself rest. Let yourself be carried by the quiet, by the stillness, by. Drift softly. The quiet remembers you.